Ladies and gentlemen, France lost the World Cup final to Messi and Argentina. They absolutely worked their asses off Argentina from minute one and they got a penalty. I did not believe that that penalty was deserved, but they got it anyways and they did what they had to do. From there, Messi scored the penalty. Di Maria got a second. And for 70 minutes, France didn't do nothing but substitutions and rotations. It was a game of two halves after that. France woke up. Mbappe scored two goals back to back in the 80th and the 81st minute. And from there was a situation where people started to believe that France were going to rob this away from Argentina because, let's be honest, Argentina were the better team. And then came a moment where no one expected. We thought the game was done. In extra time, in the second half of extra time, with 10 minutes left, Messi scored a goal to put Argentina up 3-2. Fathom this. They thought it was offside by a bum cheek. It was onside. Then Kylian Mbappe steps up and scores another goal to make it 3-3, a hat trick. If I would have told you Kylian Mbappe would score a hat trick and still lose, would you have believed me? Probably not. Messi got a brace, and they both ended up shaking hands, going to penalty shootouts. In penalty shootouts, we know there's a guy named Martinez who absolutely relishes in the opportunity of saving his country. And that's what he did. Hugo Lloris couldn't do nothing. Martinez's mind games got the better of the young Chouameni, and it led to a situation where Argentina raised that World Cup. Messi raised that World Cup in what was one of the greatest World Cup finals, in what was one of the greatest World Cups that I've watched in my lifetime, and in what now is and might forever be stamped. The GOAT debate settled, and Messi being the greatest of all time. I have commiserations to all the French people and everyone who supports France, and congratulations to all the Argentinians and everybody else. This is Eagle Talks Football, and let's get straight into it because we got a lot to talk about. Before we do that, I hope you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's just enjoy this last World Cup intro. Take it away.
Why didn't it unmute me? It didn't unmute me. It doesn't want me to give my speech. Nah, do you know what, man? This moment is what I've been waiting for 16 years of his career. Like, he's been saying it from day one. Yeah, you can take everything I've ever achieved in football away from me, but give me that goddamn World Cup. And this is, I said it before, this game. This reminds me of that moment where the Barcelona fans demanded a Champions League when Neymar joined, when the likes of Luis Suarez joined. And do you know what happened? Messi delivered the treble. He was like, you know what? I'll one up you guys. I'll give you the treble in football. He won the league. He won the Copa del Rey. He won the Champions League. And this is what it reminded me of. The Argentinians were like, you need to deliver. The world football fans were like, you need to deliver. This is your World Cup. And he was like, you know what? I'll one up that. I'll give you the Messi tournament. I'll give you the Messi World Cup. The man scored in every single game and only failed to score against Poland. The guy won in Man of the Match awards in every knockout game. The guy won Player of the Tournament. The guy said, you know what? In 2014, I didn't deliver to be the GOAT. This isn't my World Cup. I ghosted in the knockout stages. He goes, you know what? This is my moment. This is the time I'll show you what I'm made of. That final, it was between, you know what this final was? The perfect send-off. The perfect send-off of a true footballer passing over the torch to athletes. This is what it was. And do you know what the most profound, the most beautiful thing was? People in other sports are considering him to be the best athlete in the world of sports. Forget football. Forget the football conversation. These guys are putting him on the pedestal of other sports now. The guy is phenomenal, sensational. Put him in any attacking conversation. I've always said it. Defenders and goalkeepers cannot be put in this GOAT conversation for one reason, because it's a different part of the game. But if you want to put Messi in the conversation of midfielders and creativity, do it. You want to put him in the conversation of goal scores, conversions, games played, do it. You can put him in any conversation and you can't question him. The guy has completed football at the age of 35. It's finally done. Do you know when they told me no romantic stories in football? Football isn't about romance, and it finally happened. Football delivered once again. They talked about the Drake curse before the game. What Drake curse? Bring it. This guy is above anything like that. And I'm so goddamn happy that he finally got that thing he wanted, because he didn't want Champions Leagues. He didn't want the leagues. He didn't give a shit about any of that. He wanted to deliver for his nation, and he finally got to do that. And you know what the most disappointing, the most saddening thing? Not seeing Maradona in that crowd. But you know what the Argentina fans did? Put his presence there. Because imagine that World Cup with Maradona in the stands, shithousing the French fans. Bro, that's the scene I needed to see. But, you know, it is what it is. We can't get it all. We can't have it all. But he's finally delivered. And it's, you know what? Best, and it's the best way to send it off. Mbappe versus Messi. That World Cup truly became the Mbappe Messi story. And it's the perfect World Cup to end this story. And Emi Martinez, the man we sold, the man I understand why we sold, but I regret selling, because that guy is the epitome of world class. You know, when people ask me, what is my definition of world class? It's Emi Martinez. The guy steps up when it truly matters. And that's what world class is all about. This is the moment you wait for. The guy got into the head of Tchouaméni and said, you know what? I'm going to throw this ball away. And he missed the penalty. He didn't even get it on target. And that's, you know what? This game, I felt every emotion I've ever felt in my life. I've cried like a bitch. I've cried like a little baby. I don't care. I'll admit it. I've sworn. I've done everything. And it's because people don't understand why football means so much to people. And everyone has their story to why they watch football. And my story started with Messi. And I'm glad it can end with the likes of Messi picking that World Cup up. And unfortunately, he's decided not to retire from the national team, which is a disappointment, because this would have been the perfect way to send him off. But let's see if he has another tournament in him, Copa America more than the World Cup. But nah, I've got too many emotions to go through.
Okay. Big up everyone in the comment section. We're going to go to OG right now. But before we do that, big up Gio in the chat with a mammoth of a super chat. This guy says, Egal, love you, bro. But you you couldn't steal the GOAT thing. Gunnar Solskjaer celebrating his thing. Arsenal will win the thing and Milan. Woo! If Arsenal win things and Milan win things, guys, I didn't do a good enough justice for the super chat. Gunnar Souls, could you read the super chat for my man? Because I think you do a better job.
Yeah, you gotta love you, bro. But you couldn't steal the goat things. I'm guessing he's talking about the World Cup there. Gunnar Souls celebrates things Arsenal will win. All right, so he's telling me to celebrate things Arsenal will win, and then I don't know what the Milan bit is about.
He's a Milan fan, so he's
okay.
He's saying Milan's gonna win also. Big up Gunnar, big up my guy, bro. You know Gunnar Souls, that was poetic, but we're gonna bring it over to OG.
Yes, guys, man. Well, what a roller coaster.
Let me just turn down your mic. Your mic is extremely loud. Before you begin, people are saying I blame Hamza for the loss. Hamza curse did not work. Messi the GOAT. It's been settled. You know what? It might be settled. We're gonna talk about that right in a bit. Martinez, Saliba, who settled that as well. Stop it. Anyways, go ahead, bro. Take it away.
Oh man, you got the jokers in the chat, man. But yeah, man, it seems Drake's up. He's gonna buy the whole team, I don't know, some kind of gift. He usually does that when he gets his bets right, in the UFC at least. But boy, man, I guess the curse is broken, even though it's not the first time, but I think it's the first time in football. I'm not sure. But either way, bro, that's it. Messi could ride into the sun, like you said. I'm shocked he didn't retire. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you think about how much documentaries we've watched of Pele and Maradona, like Ronaldo and Messi is going to take over, but Ronaldo documentaries are going to be lackluster, and they're going to finish with that villain, that little this is what happened at the end. But all of Messi's Netflix documentaries, all these Amazon Prime movies, all whatever he does, it's all going to be like that perfect fairy tale story, and it ends with him being on top. Like even if Messi does some madness now, and I don't know, he murders a whole bunch of people, he'll
What are you
still
talking
be.
about? Yeah.
He'll still be as the great. He'll still be like it ended as Messi win the World Cup. And then in movies sometimes they say words afterwards. They're like, "Oh, this
What
happened
are
by the
you
way."
talking about? Murder people for them.
I mean, Messi's untouchable now, bro. He can become president of the Argentina easily, like hands down.
Okay, I hear you there, but chill with the murder stuff. Damn.
Messi can do whatever he wants. Like that's what I'm basically saying. Get away with murder, mate.
Okay, you could have said get away with murder. That's a better analogy. But yo, I'm live now, man. We're live now, people. We're live now. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you become a member to the channel if you want to become a member. Hit that like button. We got a lot to talk about. Not only did the game happen, but we got some awards settled. But before we go any further, is it me or Didier Deschamps got outmanaged? Because he had to make changes after 40 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. After 40 minutes, Didier Deschamps was questioning his decision to start Giroud, and he subbed him off. He also questioned his decision of his formation, changed his formation, and I felt like the tactical changes of bringing Ousmane Dembele off was because of the yellow card. He didn't want him to get sent off in such an important game and be down to 10 men. But do you guys think after 40 minutes, do you see it the Deschamps masterclass, or do you see it as Argentina set up properly and France were behind and they needed to catch up?
When we were talking in the preview, we said we don't know how this game can truly go because both teams are capable of playing differently to they've done in the tournament. And this was Argentina saying, "Do you know what? This is our game." And I don't think anyone, I'm going to be honest with you, even though they can do this, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect them to press the hell out of France. I didn't expect them to be, but I did say they were going to play like they were possessed, like their lives depended on it, their families and kids' lives depended on it. They were going to play a completely different mentality. And at no point, even when it went to 2-2, they didn't give up. And that's what I was talking about. They played like a team that wanted this more than their own life. They were willing to kill themselves on that pitch to win this World Cup. For whatever reason, I'm not going to say they've done it for Messi. They've done it for themselves. And do you know what that biggest thing was? Didier Deschamps wasn't ready for Di Maria. That's the biggest thing. And I'm going to give this guy credit because on the national stage, this guy is the GOAT. He has been the GOAT for Argentina. He is the reason they won the Copa America. He's the reason they won the World Cup as well. Because he comes in after an injury, comes into the final and absolutely career ends Kunde. The guy twisted, spun him. You know when you talk about players stepping up to the plate, that is what you look at. And I don't think Didier Deschamps had an answer for Di Maria because until Di Maria didn't come off, I don't think Didier Deschamps' tactics even worked. Because up until the 80th minute, we didn't see them work. So I'm not going to say after the substitutions is when Didier Deschamps got control of the game. It was when Di Maria came off. And that's what he was hoping for. Because that guy played like he was possessed with Maradona in him. It's like the ghost and the spirit of Maradona came into him. And that's how he played. I'm not even joking. I know people are going to say I'm exaggerating, but he had the game of his life. You know what? I do think sometimes there are injustices in football. Messi shouldn't have got that man of the match award. He should have said, "This isn't for me. Di Maria, you're taking this." Because that's what a winner is. He won Argentina this game. That goal he scored, I know it wasn't all him. It was Alvarez, flick onto McAllister. McAllister's ability to play that ball into Di Maria. And then when you look at, that's why those substitutions were made, because he realized that Theo Hernandez is getting cooked. He realized that Ousmane Dembele isn't doing anything. and he needed to bring something different on. He needed to bring pace and power on, but even that didn't really work. And it was the control that we've seen with the likes of Enzo Fernandez coming in. That midfield of Argentina just outplayed and outsmarted France, and it needed. This is why the GOAT conversations happen. This is why the world class conversations happen, because what Mbappe did is world class. He needed to step up. They needed him to beat Mbappe. Until then, they were never going to get back into the game. So there's a lot of reasons to it, and I think Argentina wanted it more.
I'm just gonna say this. You can clip this, Pablo, if you want. Get ready. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this clearly. Mbappe today, what he did, gives him potential to be a goal. Let's be honest. Like, just because he got his team to back-to-back World Cup finals, he won a World Cup at the age of 23. He is one goal off the leading goal scorer in World Cups. That's Messi. Now, let's be honest. He is going to overtake this in the next World Cup. He's going to become the top goal scorer in World Cups, and in only his third World Cup. He could potentially be playing 2 more World Cups, and he could potentially win at least 1 more, in my opinion.
Oh, he is.
Right? Plus Champions Leagues, plus leagues. Today, 3 goals.
Wait. You said Champions League.
He could, at Real Madrid, he goes to Real Madrid, he wins Champions League easy. He could win Ballon d'Ors. I genuinely do believe Mbappe could become the next player to overtake Messi. He could be the successor to Messi. Not 1 second, let me just mute you. Not only could he be the successor to Messi, he would be the next person that people discuss when they speak about in GOAT conversations. It's going to be Mbappe. But Messi, today, he takes it. Cristiano Ronaldo was always my GOAT. Cristiano Ronaldo was always a player I preferred. But I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that Ronaldo doesn't have that World Cup, Messi trumps him. And it's not only that, it's a lot of other things too. But you know what? I cannot deny that Messi's a better player. Messi's the guy. But Cristiano Ronaldo will always be the guy that I prefer personally. But yeah, I'm not going to take this moment away from him. Bice, how are you? How you doing? How you feeling?
I give up, bro. I give up. He's too good, bro.
Is Messi your GOAT?
He's too good, bro. He's the greatest ever, bro. He's too good. 14 years of hate all down the drain in 120 minutes. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. He's inevitable, bro. He's inevitable. I give up.
So Messi's your GOAT now. Messi's the greatest of all time.
Ronaldo's the guy I prefer. You know what I mean? I like his game. I like the express. I like the, you know what I mean? I like how he plays. Plus, you know, I'm from the West, bro. We love athlete with personality, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love athlete with personality. We like something off the pitch as well as on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? So, oh shit, Mustafa, Mustafa, please. Please, not today, not today, please. Please, I've had enough. But yeah, he's inevitable, bro. I said it before the World Cup. If he wins it, I have nothing left to say, nothing else to do. You know what I mean? Now I have to focus my hate elsewhere. I'm just picking the next guy right now. I'm whittling down the candidates. But yeah, it's peak, bro. There's nothing I can say. Messi's the greatest player of all time. He's the best to ever play the sport. He's won every trophy he could win, except probably Confederations. But you know what I'm saying? That ain't really
He's probably going to win that too. The winner of the World Cup goes straight into there.
Every trophy available to him so far, he's won except the Confederation. So I have nothing else to say, bro. I have nothing else to say.
It's still mad. Everyone here in agreement. Messi's the guy.
Yeah, Messi's the GOAT, but you said can Mbappe become the GOAT?
Yeah.
I think it's a similar story. Like he'll be the next Messi, and the next Ronaldo is gonna be Haaland, who has Norway. Norway's hard to work with, isn't it?
Please respect Ronaldo. There's not.
Well, at least Ronaldo had Portugal, man. He got himself.
Haaland hasn't shown half the ability Ronaldo has at this age in time. When he was that age, please remember Ronaldo has ability.
Oh shit. Yo, Gio, don't worry about the super chat. Just gift memberships. Gift memberships if you want. That works also. Big up to Gio, man. Also, I'll put the link in the chat. Gunner Souls, everyone here, I'm gonna ask you guys: does Mbappe have the potential to become the next GOAT? That's the question I'm asking right now.
He can sit on that table, but do you know what it is? Yeah, this is one thing I will say. Messi is going to be impossible to overtake, and I'll tell you why. It's not even about trophies; it's his personal achievements. He sits on the conversation of the best creative players, the best goal scoring players. He can sit, and until a player doesn't come in and isn't good at both, it's hard to say as an individual that they're good. Because why does Ronaldo not get the respect he deserves? Because he's a not. When I say one dimensional, I don't mean it in a sense of he can only do one thing, but he is known for being an out and out goal scorer. You wouldn't sit there and go his passing, his vision, his ability to dictate a game. But you will say those things about Messi. And even with Mbappe, you wouldn't sit there and say his vision, his creativity, his playmaking ability. You'll sit there and go, his ability to change a game is why he's in that conversation. Whereas with Messi, you can say anything. Put him in any conversation, any category, and he can have a good, fruitful conversation to why he's in that. And that's why I say like the worst thing to happen for football is Messi winning the World Cup, because I don't know how you're going to find a player who possesses every attacking quality in football. And like I said, I want to make a differentiation because people start bringing Maldini into the conversation and it doesn't make any sense, because I've always said, for me, you have to differentiate it. Whoever the best defender is, that's the best defender. And whoever the best attackers are, they're the best attackers. Those conversations are different because they're two different facets of the game. And you're never going to get a defender come into the attacking conversation. You can never have an attacker come into the defending conversation. So I want to make that differentiation before people think I'm just generalizing football here. But I don't know, man. I don't see Mbappe. He can win what he wants, but I don't think statistically you'll ever be on that Messi conversation. That's just my opinion.
I don't. I think it's like what he said. Mbappe's ability to be the change the game, like completely come on and turn the entire tide of a game. I think that's what's gonna put him in that conversation of some of the best to ever play the sport. Because let's be real, bro, a hat trick in a World Cup final, bro, and he almost got that assist. Like if Colo got any contact on that ball, it's going in the net. Any contact, like it would have been a hat trick plus an assist to win the World Cup. Like that's ability right there. I'm like, I'm not gonna say about the playmaking because we all know
Messi could have had an assist also if Lissandro Martinez had shooting boots on.
I'm not talking about that. Respect ourselves here. But yeah, no, it's like it's so different because I can't say he can't up his playmaking because you know what I mean, he's still young. He's what, 23? He's still young. Like you can always try to adjust his game, but I think his game it's not perfect yet, but we're seeing what his game is and the dimensions it can go to is scary. Um I feel like he already has a World Cup. He golden boot in the World Cup. He's top 5 in World Cup goals. He
He's
Paris
number one in World Cup goals.
Huh?
Messi's number one in World Cup goals now.
Saying Mbappe.
Oh yeah, Mbappe's second, isn't he?
Mbappe's second.
No, I'm talking about all time.
Yeah, all time.
So, but Mbappe has like 3 more World Cups to his career.
Crazy, right?
See what I'm saying? Like he can end the game. He's gonna be PSG's top goal scorer. Imagine he gives them that Champions League. We don't know what his career holds. Obviously, we see Ballon d'Ors in his future. We don't know if he's gonna, but he's gonna be one of the best to ever play. And I just can't wait for this next generation of footballers to take up the mantle, man. It looks exciting. I like. It looks really exciting.
You know what? Actually, Mbappe's 6th, Messi's 4th, Miroslav Klose, Muller, Ronaldo are all ahead of Messi. It's crazy. I thought they were. This is the actual list. Wikipedia is giving me the actual list. What list were they showing us then? Were they showing us people who did it?
Are you sure this has been updated though? Because Wikipedia doesn't update straight away.
No, but it's updated because it's saying 12 goals and 13. You think it's not including today's goals?
I don't think it has.
But
I
even
don't
if
know.
it did, even if
Yo,
it did,
Gal, let's
yeah.
go, bro.
All right, go
Man,
ahead. Go ahead,
all
yo.
I gotta say, bro, is Mbappe gonna do his thing. He gonna get another World Cup, but like today, what we saw today was gold things. You feel me?
Greatest World Cup final.
No. Like today, like to me, I didn't like that they took out Theo Hernandez. You know, I'm a Milan fan, and he was the only one attacking in the second half. But you know, it changed the game and everything. Um, but it is what it is. Egal, man, do your thing, man. And France gonna be back, and everybody want to know why Egal is a French fan. It's because it's French Canadian tangs, okay, and the respect to tangs. You feel me? Because it's a lot of Canadians, they're French Canadians and shit. So stop trying to say that Egal is a bandwagon fan because he's not. He's been there for the fucking whole ride, and stop disrespecting the gal, man. It's for the tank. And I don't to me like the GOAT debate, like I don't like Messi, I don't like Ronaldo. To me, and I'm an AC Milan fan, so I don't give a fuck who wins. But if they say Messi's goated and whatever, it is what it is. But don't disrespect the gal because he loves France because it's the French Canadian connection. And if y'all can't respect that, then go fucking kick rocks.
Big up my guy Gio, man. And Gio, man, you're saying the thing wasn't working. We'll talk about it later. But if you want, since you can give people memberships also. You can give memberships if you want.
Hey,
But big
gal,
up.
I was trying to send a hundred, but they said that you didn't take that. I've been doing that for a long time just to support the thing, but they've been like dissing me on YouTube. Like I can't afford that shit. But
It's
it's not that I'm trying to be the biggest baller in the game, but it's I want to support the channel because you're a good dude. That's
big up.
that's what it is to me. That's what it is to me. Like you're a good dude and you're always putting people on and everything. That's what it is. If you disrespect a gal, that means your girl left you. That means your grandma left you and everything. Because the gal is a fucking good dude. And
Yeah,
that's not
big
disrespect.
up Gio, man.
No,
Big
no,
up
no,
Gio.
no, no. If you don't respect a gal, that means your girl left you,
Big
your
up Gio.
grandma left you, and everything. But that's what it is. A gal needs to be at 100K by like the end of next year. A gal is a good dude, and he celebrates everybody that's up and coming. So if you're not respecting the gal, that means you need to check your life.
Big up Gio. Big up Gio.
Big up.
Big up Gio every time, man. Gio, you gonna head out? What's that noise? What the hell's that noise? Yo, M, talk to me.
Yo,
M.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you.
man. You
Talk
know
to me.
what?
What are you saying?
I'm all good, man. You know what? That final was amazing. It was probably one of the best games I've ever watched. Like I've watched bare football games. And that one was just amazing, man. And the conference with that against Ronaldo, bro, it was brilliant, man. It was game. Listen, I think Mbappe should keep his head up high because, bro, man.
Hmm. Bro, M, I can't hear you. Once again, your audio is messed up, bro. Just try to get it sorted out and jump back in if you can, okay?
Am I coming in clear now? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah,
Wilson's in the
listen.
house also.
Big
Yeah,
up,
go
brother.
ahead.
What you saying?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wilson,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
talk
good.
talk to me quickly, bro, before we move
Well,
on to the actual thing. What do you think of the final?
first of all, I love this game. It was a fantastic final. I mean, it was dramatic. It was drama, goals, penalties, the quality from both teams. It was so great to see Lionel Messi winning the World Cup. I felt justice was done. I felt Argentina were probably slightly better than France for most of the game. But, France were the world champions. They're not going to give up. They came back from 2-0 down and they still lost it. It's madness. It was madness. Unbelievable.
Okay. Big up to you, man. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to finish off the video, but I appreciate you coming on, Wilson. And we're just gonna now
Anytime.
talk about the player of the tournament and everything else. So big up Wilson for coming on. OG, you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here, my G.
Gunner Souls, we're gonna now talk about some of the awards that we're giving out. So first award we got to talk about is player of the tournament, and the player of the tournament goes out to none other than Lionel Messi. What did you guys think about the player of the tournament award? Justified, obviously one of the top goal getters, one of the top assist getters, and of course he lifts that World Cup at the end. It was
Let me give a
definitely-
quick piece. Let me give a
Go
quick
ahead.
piece and run us all together. It was. It feels like the universe is right now that Messi's won it. It'll be like Jordan not winning the 3P. It'll be weird that it just feels perfect now. We could finally finish and make the beautiful Messi movie. And honestly, I'd give him player of the tournament purely because he won it. It was between him and Mbappe. Obviously, whoever won it would have won that. Regardless of who actually got the golden boot in the end, Mbappe.
Mbappe.
So that's better. I don't want to give him two anyway. Let's give Messi that. He deserved it. It makes sense.
You don't want to give him
Fairy
two.
tale ending.
All right, we gotta go to Gunner Souls. Gunner Souls, this is your guy.
That picture, bro. That's my walls. That's my lock screen now. That picture is my lock screen, bro. This is. I don't care, bro. I'm one of them football fans, and I don't care. I'm not even gonna hide it. But like, the thing is, obviously, like you said, whoever won the World Cup was gonna get this award because it was that tight. Like, and this is why I said it was the perfect way to send off like true, like because Messi is the last of like footballers that aren't genetically like stacked. They're not like the six-pack, muscly, gym-going kind of footballers that we're now starting to see. So it was a perfect way to pass that torch on and go, do you know what? This is my World Cup. You've got many more to come. And he deserved it in a way. Like, he's the reason they were in that final. Yes, there was other players who stepped up in moments. But overall, that game, like, even if you look at this game as a final, every time Messi touched the ball, something happened. Even Mbappe's second goal came from a mistake Messi made. Like, by getting, sort of outstranded by Coleman. Everything went through this guy. So he deserved it. He won the World Cup. It was his tournament to a degree. And I feel like it's justified Mbappe getting the goal scorer and for Messi to get player of the tournament.
Okay.
Beautiful.
After talking about him, we cannot go without talking about the other man that stole the show. The man who, let's be honest, he's a 23-year-old phenom, and he'll be around for many years to come. This is not his first World Cup. It's not going to be his last World Cup, but he left it in unfortunate ways. We got Kylian Mbappe. We got to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to say, Kylian Mbappe, he's going to be upset. Of course, winning the Golden Boot is going to be bittersweet because he obviously wanted to win the main thing, but him getting it at the age of 23, having the amount of goals that he has, he's just taking his game to another level. Look at some of these accolades. 12 goals in 14 games in the World Cup. 6th all-time score in a World Cup. He has a hat trick in a final. First time since 1966. Led France to back-to-back World Cup finals. Unfortunately, he finished second, but he's on track to be truly generational. What are we saying?
This pisses me off. I can't lie. Do you know what this? I'll tell you why. Because this gives me the flashback to 2014 Messi. The same emotions you can see. The face was the same. Every like emotional reading was exactly the same. Do you know what this is gonna do? Turn him into a different beast. He's gonna come with vengeance for the rest of his life because he was that close. And this is what happened with Messi. Messi lost that 2014 World Cup, and it was different. The world seeing a different Messi. The guy conquered football after that. And that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. It's
You
like,
know
you know
what's
when,
scary
you know,
though?
you know when you know what winning is and then you lose? Bro, it's different and it's scary. I'm telling you, it's
So-
scary.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but this comment right here triggered me. This is a team with no Benzema, a team with no Conte, a team with no Pogba, a team with no Nkunku, a team with no one of the Hernandezes. I forget which one it was, but just goes to show you how deep their team is. Giroud didn't play for more than 40 minutes. Dembele didn't play more than 40 minutes. Griezmann got subbed off. Theo Hernandez, who's arguably one of their best players in the tournament, got subbed off. You got another comment here saying who had a worse game. This whole team is filled with talent. They are going to reach another level. They are going to reach another final sooner than later. I don't doubt it in my mind. Be it the Euro.
But what pissed you off? He didn't say anything wrong. The other one, he said Mbappe carried them in this World Cup. In this game, he did.
No. I agree.
Mbappe
Mbappe wasn't enough. My point is, you have all this talent. You have this massive talent pool. No one else shows up with Mbappe. It just goes to show you the difference. And this is where I'm going with it. Benzema, you had a chance to be there. You had a chance. He did. Do you guys not think Benzema, if he was on the bench today, after not playing any of the games throughout the whole World Cup, that option was there. There was a loophole where he could have played. Should he have gotten on that plane and been there on the final?
Well, the team might not like that, you know. It might have messed up the team psychology, but at the same time, in hindsight, obviously they should have made that choice.
What do you think, Gunnar Souls?
I kind of agree because you don't change a winning formula. They won without him. They didn't have him in the squad. There's no point of bringing him in. I mean, even like I know he kind of somewhat rejected the call up as well and decided to stay at Real Madrid. There's conflicting reports to both sides. I mean, he got the call up. Some say he didn't get the call up, but no,
This
you
is the
don't change a
report.
winning side.
The report is that he was offered by Macron to come to the World Cup final, and he would have been available to be chosen. He told Macron, "I don't want to come. I'm not interested in joining." On his Instagram, he posted, and the reason behind it reportedly is because of his beef with Didier Deschamps. Now, I'm not one to say if he was there we would have won, but Mesut Ozil did.
But he didn't have beef
My
coming into that
brother
World Cup, though.
Ozil.
No, but he
What?
didn't have beef with the manager coming into the World Cup. It happened after what happened. Everything happened afterwards.
Yeah, it
Whereas with
happened
Benzema has been disrespected by France. I can't lie. I know why, and I get the reasons behind it because of the allegations that were against him. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you can't do what you do to a player and then expect him to come and win you a World Cup. Like it goes both ways.
Well, he done it before.
He done what before, sir?
Won the World Cup.
Benzema, he did. He wasn't at the last World Cup.
Benzema wasn't part of the
Oh,
World
no
Cup
way.
team.
How about the Euro teams that lost to Ronaldo, Portugal?
He was there. He was there. The team that lost
Was
to Switzerland.
Mbappe there? I feel like Mbappe was there.
He wasn't part of the Euros team that lost to Ronaldo.
I feel like he was, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
Mbappe wasn't even part of that team.
He would have been 18 at that time. That's when he was hot still, man. He's been on
Look.
fire for a while.
Let's now move on. People in the chat, we got to talk about a bunch of other people. Hold on. How did Benzema and Deschamps have beef again? They originally had beef because he never got put back in the team after the scandal with Blaise Matuidi. Not Matuidi. What's the other guy? What's the short guy's name? I forget his name.
I don't know.
The guy who used to play for Olympiacos.
Oh, Valbuena.
Valbuena. So Valbuena got into a sexual situation. Thing tried to help him out, and then it led to some situation where he got exiled from the team because of it. But yeah, France had such a deep talent pool that they won even without him. But yeah, then this issue happened again when he got sent home to go get prepared for the new season at Real Madrid and left the World Cup training camp after his injury. But he could have stayed with France and still got better from his injury while he was with the French team, but he chose to go back, and that caused more rifts. But now let's talk about Enzo Fernandez, young player of the tournament. Did Jude Bellingham, Gavardio, Bukayo Saka, some other people get robbed, or did he deserve it? What are we saying? Also,
Again,
Gunnar Solskjaer has nothing but nice things to say about this young guy.
Again, he wouldn't have won it if he didn't win the World Cup. It was on that last edge. Vidal might have won that, but honestly, I would love to have him at Chelsea, man. This guy is a young talent, bro, and he's well-rounded. I prefer him than someone like Bellingham. I just don't want to take that with the English risk. I mean, I know you guys would love to take Enzo, but you guys got Odegaard, man. Happy birthday! You guys got a young G already. You don't need him.
Nah, but they're different players though.
Just leave him to Chelsea, man.
No. I'm not letting you ruin this guy, man. I'm not letting you do it. No, do you know what it is? Yeah, remember when we had this conversation about like who's been this player so far? I said Enzo Fernandez. I said it from then. Yeah, and I said I think he deserves it. I don't think he was robbed. I do somewhat agree. If he didn't win it, would he have won this won this award? The question will always be there. But until Enzo Fernandez didn't enter the Argentinian team, that midfield was dreadful. They didn't have control. They weren't pressing as well as they have been doing since. The control came with him, and that's why I rave about him. Do you know when people talk like, who do I want to replace Partey? This is the guy. Because this guy coming in,
well,
bro.
Partey's young.
What? No. Like, obviously, Partey gets injured a lot in it, so you need a player to come in for him. And this would be the perfect player to bring in. Pay his release clause, pay the 120 million, just beat Europe to him. Because you know what it is, yeah? There's two players I've said will secure the future of a lot of clubs. Jude Bellingham, obviously a risky one because of the English tax, whatever, but he is on paper a man that can secure your future. And this is the other one. And this is why I'm just go for him. Because at the moment, if you want to get him, you can secure him for about 100 million. I say do it. He's worth the risk. He's worth every penny that you'll pay. He is the future of that midfield position, in my opinion, with the likes of Bellingham and many other players there as well, like Tchouaméni, Camavinga, all of that. And
is there a case that if he was to lose, would it have gone to a French player? No.
No, because none of them were good enough.
I reckon it would have gone to Vidal, Vidal, if they lost. Also, another Chelsea target, but I prefer this guy first, man. He's first and foremost.
Okay. Next, we're gonna go to is this actually an award? Because everyone's saying manager of the tournament has to be Walid.
It has to be Achai, man. It has to be, brother. You know what I'm saying? Has to be from Morocco, fam. This player done miracles, man. I'm still pissed that we didn't win that game against Croatia, but just the scouts that we took on the way, including the initial draw to Croatia, who finished second last time. When you add it all up and you look at it, as well as the goals conceded and the football we played, and honestly, the only reason we didn't beat Croatia is because we had two key players injured, purely through just playing back-to-back games in this long-ass tournament with all them extra times and extra added minutes. But yeah, man, big up Walid, man. This is for me. Do you guys have anything negative to say? Because I will come to your house.
No one has anything.
Bottled it. No one has shit, bro.
No one has anything negative to say about my man. Come on.
Do you know what though? I'll be honest, yeah. Other than the Argentina final team, they play the best football.
Big up, man.
I'll say throughout the tournament, I say they played the best football consistently. But I say the best performance, in my opinion, was this Argentina first half.
Well, I think this Morocco team's got lots of new talent that people are going to want to get, from Unahi to Amrabat, and even taking one of our defenders, that Sace guy, the one that got injured. But honestly, this is almost like a miracle what he's done, and it affects the next World Cup. If I'm not correct, we get 2 more African teams because of this.
Someone here is just on my case again. Big up Gio. Gio, I'll send you the link, Gio. Not a problem. It's in the chat. Speak Fact saying Iga, Abubakano, and Konate are France's future center backs because your young boy Saliba will be a bench warmer for his international career, like Martinelli behind Vinicius also young. You know what? Speak Facts. If they're behind them and they're playing on the bench, better for us because they'll be fit when they come back. I really don't mind. You think that's banter, but it's not really that banter. right? But now let's go to the man, the myth, the legend, Emi Martinez. Personally, when he did the shimmy, I didn't want to do nothing more but to punch him into the screen. Well, you know what? It is what it is. He lives for those moments. He loves those moments. He loves saying crazy things. But yeah, let's get before we get to Martinez. Gio's back. Gio, what are you saying? Gio,
Big up, Gio.
Gio,
Yo,
you're back. What do you want to say, man?
nah, I just want to say that like Deschamps, he's an asshole, man, because he didn't play the team that he had to play and everything. But he got look at me. Put the fucking big camera on me. Like, if y'all not respecting what Igao is doing, like, you fucking hater. Igao is my dog, and he's got to go to the top. That's what it is. Are you hating on him because he's an Arsenal fan? That's your agenda. That's your problem. But it is what it is, man. Today, I loved it because we've seen a World Cup final that I like. To me, like, I don't care who won. It was Mbappe or Messi. Messi, he did his thing, and to me, that I don't care. But support the fucking channel, please. I'm sorry if I'm cussing. Support the channel because the channel is going all the way up. Like,
Big up.
get on it before like it gets sponsorships and all that. Like, everybody that's been here, like, get on the channel, man. Like, he's a good dude. And
Big up,
regardless,
man.
like, regardless, Drake doing that bullshit, that's not Egal, okay? Egal
Big up.
knows football, and we not knowing what the fuck Drake gonna do. But Gal, that's my dude. And Egal, fix your super chat, because I'll try to send, I'm not trying to stunt on anything. I'm trying to send 2 super chats of
My G.
$100 each.
G.
But it said that I couldn't send it. So
What's
fix
wrong?
that shit, Egal.
Let me
Fix
fix
that
it.
shit, Egal.
Let me fix it. Let me
Please.
fix it. Anyways, yo, guys, let's go to Emi Martinez now. Gio, big up, Gio. Let's go to Emi Martinez now. Let's talk about Emi Martinez quickly. Martinez won the Golden Glove. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't surprised. I thought the moment that he won it on penalties, it was gonna go to the keeper who won it. Even if Lloris won it, he probably wouldn't have gotten it. But what are we saying?
He's not
Emi
your
was-
keeper no more, man.
What?
Yeah, you guys act like he's your goalkeeper.
Hey, he's my goalkeeper. Do you see what top I'm wearing? He's my fucking keeper. All right.
He's
anyways,
not my
carry on.
keeper. I'll tell you that much.
What club's he at now?
He's
Aston
at
Villa.
Aston Villa.
Bro, this guy needs to move ASAP.
He needs to come back, is what he needs to
He
do.
needs to come Chelsea, man. They can have Mendy.
No. Don't stop ruining these players, man. Sad.
The last. Is that the
do you know-
award there? Is that the award there?
Nah, bro, you're using the wrong picture. You know the one I sent in the chat on Twitter? Use that, bro. That picture.
That award looks fake.
Which one?
I'm sure I sent it in the chat, you know. I'll see if I've got it and I'll send it again.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, I've got it. I'll send it you directly.
Oh, it's this one. The one where he puts it next to his piece.
Yeah, man. That's the one.
Yeah, I found it. I found a better quality one. Here we go.
Sweet.
That one.
That's the one, yes. Come on now.
Yeah, boy.
Yo,
Why are you sitting there though?
You know,
Why
I won't cap here. I know you guys think I'm chatting shit here. You know when it went to penalties? I was like, yeah, Argentina's won this.
Stop it.
You know,
Really?
the guy, you know what? They need to do a when they do like those murder documentaries and those psychotic, documentaries about people who commit certain crimes, they need to figure this guy out. How does he get into the mind of any penalty taker? Guy is genuinely different planet. The guy's got penalties. Do you know what? I'll say it now. I don't care. Clip me, don't clip me. I don't give a shit. He is the greatest penalty shootout goalkeeper of all time. I don't think anyone comes close to him. Guy is just the way he put Medi off, that was jokes. That was hilarious, bro. The guy that has the audacity before he wins the penalty shootout to dance.
Jeez. But Mbappe beat him 3 times.
Minor. He could have saved 2 of the minor thing.
Could have.
The guy guessed it though. It was just Mbappe's a good penalty taker, isn't it? So.
And it was his fingertips too. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like the guy no more. But if he's on your team, if he's on your team, you're gonna love the guy. That's the reality.
I love Martinez, man. He's my favorite. I love the guy.
I think if he didn't have a penalty save and the performance that he had in the final, it could have gone to the Moroccan keeper or it could have gone to a Croatian keeper. But those
Croatian
guys,
one, yeah.
Those guys messed up.
Do you know one thing we're not mentioning? That last minute save from that, I don't know which that French guy was. Last minute when the guy stuck his leg out. Fuck me, bro. That was a save.
That was a save. That was one hell of a save. One hell of a save from him.
Remember Kunde's off the line.
Il Mattis is in the house. What are you saying?
Man, I wish I was still living in Lebanon for this World Cup, man. It's the worst fucking time, bro. This fucking game started at 10 a.m., bro. I had to force myself to wake up at 9 a.m., bro. I was so fucking tired, man. Like, I wanted to bet, like, Messi Argentina to win and Messi to score, but like the game already started, so I only bet Argentina to win, But I feel bad for everyone who doesn't gamble for fun, man. If you do not gamble for fun, man, and you bet on like Argentina to win in 90 minutes, or like you bet like Mbappe just ruined your fucking life, bro. Like, I do not even want to tell you how much money Mbappe cost me, because for a lot of people, that's crazy amount of money. I've been gambling since I was 17, so, some people must have broke the TV, bro. Some people must have broke their fucking TV, man.
I'll tell you this. I had Mbappe captain on my fantasy team, not Messi. So I got them 30-something points today.
Fantasy football, are you playing for real money?
No, bro. Fantasy football is just for fun.
Man, my friend,
it's too addictive. Man.
My friend from Lebanon, for some reason he supports you.
Cut the gambling chat and let's talk about the game, bro. You want to talk about?
Yeah,
the game.
I mean, what is this game, bro? It's so crazy. Like, I was like, what? I was like, extra time, and then he scores. I'm like, okay, I don't want to see penalties because I hate extra time in a final. Like, I don't care if my team goes on to win a final in penalties. I would rather my team loses in 90 minutes, bro. Like, fuck extra time and fuck penalties, man. Like, I'd never want a game to go to extra time, bro. Like what? When he scored, I was like, okay, there's got to be no penalties, and then like. Who the fuck scored like 2 minutes later, bro? I was like,
I love penalties, man. Penalties are the one. Bro, penalties are the one.
Penalties are luck, bro. Penalties are pure luck.
Especially when the teams are different. When there's like a Middlesbrough versus Arsenal on penalties. They're like, what? How did they end up in penalties? They can now actually win the game, even though there's a big goal.
Like, the first World Cup I watched was the 94 World Cup, and I supported Brazil. Yeah. Like, it was the best. Like, like after the World Cup, my brother drove me to the Brazilian embassy. And there were hundreds of people there, and the Brazilian ambassador came out with a fake World Cup. Like, oh my God,
bro. Talk to me right now.
Bro, I don't care. All I want is Messi to be the GOAT. I don't care how he wins it. I don't care if the referee gives him 10 penalties in the final. I don't give a fuck. I just want Messi to win the World Cup so that everyone admits he's the GOAT. That's all I want.
Can we admit, though, one thing? It is kind of dodgy. Messi and Argentina kept getting all those penalties.
Man, there's nothing dodgy about anything that happens in football.
No, the one against the one today was dodgy. The one against Poland.
But there was contact, and it was from behind. It is technically a penalty, but they're all technically penalties. No, but
bro, you're an Arsenal fan. You're talking about like dodgy refereeing, bro. Champions League final, our goalkeeper got a red card. What are you talking about, bro? Like, come on, bro. If you're an Arsenal fan, you just have to accept it's part of the game, bro. Like, it happened. You can't change the past.
You're back to the Champions League final with Lehmann.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's like it's the first final in my entire fucking life, and maybe the only final in history a goalkeeper gets a red card. Like, I don't fucking know. How the fuck does that happen? Like,
bro, sometimes things are just mad. Sometimes they don't make sense. They don't make sense. Sometimes things just don't make sense. That's how it is. But we're gonna wrap it up here, people. Big up Gunner Souls for joining us for all the World Cup match reactions. Big up OG. Big up to Al Mattis for joining us, and everyone else who's joined us. We're going to be back on the Arsenal news stories and everything else. Tuesday, I have Ben Jacobs coming on. Big show.
Big up,
Ben
Ben.
Jacobs is going to be coming on. We're going to be talking Arsenal. I'll be back tomorrow with more. And the Premier League is back. When is it back? In about a week.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. When is Jesus coming back, bro? That's crazy. You got to remind me of Arsenal, man. They better buy someone, bro. They better buy. All I'm saying, man, is that I would be fucking pissed if he does not buy at least a 50 million pound striker. That's it. That's all. I do not give a fuck. You have 50 million pounds. There are good strikers that are way better than Nketiah for 50 million. Like, all right?
You know
If
what?
Nketiah is a starter, you're not winning the fucking Premier League.
You know what? We're not gonna go down that road right now because Eddie and Ketia conversations are gonna get us heated. But let's have a good day. Big up, Messi's the best. People are saying big up my guys from Jamaica. Big up to my guy OG with the super chat, the big super chat of the night. My guy shut it down with that 50-pound super chat. Big up to OG in the house. Big up to Melina. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to John. Big up to Blaze. Big up to M. Big up to Speak Facts, even though he hates on me every day. But yeah, big up to OG. Big up to Elmatis and Gunner Souls. Big up to you for coming on all the shows pretty much. I think you've only missed one show this whole entire World Cup that I've done. So I really do appreciate that, bro. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. For the final time, we play the World Cup outro. Peace.